Yeah, I mean, I think you've given us a good sort of flavour of what is life like as an apprentice within AstraZeneca in terms of, the pre-apprenticeship, in terms of how it's like. But talk to us in terms of actually, how does somebody get through the door? There's a lot of people. The competition for apprentices is tough.
It is, yeah.
A lot of people applying for these positions. Any advice and encouragement in terms of how you would go about getting an apprenticeship program with yourselves and personally generally in terms of out there for any parents or any young people out there?
Yeah,
that might
absolutely. So I think do your research, what's out there. So I think, and I even think this of university students. So we get people coming through and they've applied for university or college, and then they also apply for the apprenticeship program as well. I think these days people have got choices, so there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
I think it depends what you need as an individual. So for us, it's about, we get lots of bright people coming through, and which is fine, but it's kind of, if all you're doing is just studying to get brilliant results in your qualifications, you need more than that, because you will be up against people who are, and you don't have to be naturally academic. Some people just work really hard and can get decent results. And we're not all about the A's and the A stars either. It's about what else are you doing. We want to get to know you as an individual, because what we're looking for is whether you'll be a good culture fit when you come into the business. So every business has its own culture. And so it's, will you be happy working in a culture like AstraZeneca's, and will we be able to make you happy by working in there? So it's we look at people's CVs. We want to see, yes, if they're doing an apprenticeship, for example, there's certain academic boxes they need to tick. But then what else have they got? Have they played in a sports team? Have they maybe captained the sports team? They don't have to have captained it, but what have they done? Have they been in an Amdram group? Have they done volunteering? Have they got a part-time job? One of the most impressive individuals I ever interviewed was a dishwasher in a cafe. Okay. And at the start of the interview, my colleague and I were a little bit kind of not sure where this is going to go. Oh my goodness. He literally had whipped that cafe into shape. So he got a full process in the kitchens of the way the dirty pots came in and where they would go. And honestly, he was amazing. We just didn't see it coming. So and I think, look, so a lot of young people will think, well, I've only done this and I've only done that. And it's kind of like, but to the likes of us, we would hear different skills in what they say. So sometimes people are like, well, I just work in a bar. And it's straight away, you are organisation, having to be personable, having to, if you've been in a bar on a Saturday night at closing time, when you've got to get out the people have maybe had too much to drink without causing any aggro, because as we all know, people react differently with different stimulants inside them. And it's about having that personality to be able to navigate that. So for us, it's about, what else have they done? Have they just studied and sat in their room on their Xbox? Nothing wrong with being on your Xbox. That gives you skills as well. But if that's just what you've done, whereas you're up against somebody who has volunteered, walked the neighbour's dog, been in a sports team, Amdram, volunteered at school, done things at school, it's about getting to know you as an individual, and that is what will attract. So if we see somebody and they're applying for, I don't know, a science position, and they show, actually, I read this publication, or I've been part of the science club at school, or, things like that, that is going to stand out more than if somebody just, oh yeah, I really like science. Well, there's nothing on your CV that tells me that you like science. So it's how do you show that? Because it's unfair, isn't it? But you've got a piece of paper. I mean, I know it's on the screen these days, but essentially a piece of paper. And when you are one of several thousand applicants, it's how do you make yourself stand out? Make sure that you read the advert of what you're applying for, so that your personal statement at the top of your CV, if it says you need to speak Chinese, German and French, making it up now, that personal statement has you speak Czech, because straight away when somebody's looking through the pile of CVs, right, they've got that, great, okay, we can put them through.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.